Daniel, are you here? I'll take that as a yes. Hello!
Yeah, so you're streaming. I
Yes,
haven't
I
got
am.
a thing from you.
Yes, I am streaming. Remember,
Oh.
it's a 2-minute delay.
Oh, yeah, so it won't happen for 2 minutes. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know what they're talking about with auto banning.
Oh, it just means that both teams, like, say they won't pick certain heroes. Like, if you auto ban Wisp and CK and X and all that kind of things.
Right. Well, can't decide it now. Okay, well, hello everybody, my name is Danivus, joining me is The.Spectre. We are bringing you another Dota is Hard in-house Captain's Mode game.
Hello!
Good times. Don't forget our new fancy picking overlay.
Thank you to Danivus. Shout out to the person who I'm casting with. Yay!
I hope everything fits correctly and nothing is covered up.
Team ban.
Yeah, it looks like it's all good.
Good.
Yeah, the kind of thingy looks good.
I wasn't sure the first numbers might be covered up in the first ban.
No.
So we're going to see a Batrider and a Huskar banned out.
Ooh.
Very odd. On the Huskar, the Batrider is pretty standard.
I was gonna say, I thought they were like auto banning the Batrider kind of nicks people, and a sniper banned out as well. So it looks like Craze is just going, let's just throw away the bans and pick interesting and fun heroes.
Screw it. Screw it. Screw it, says he. I like your style, C-Rays.
Also known as Craze, I would assume.
That underscore could be any letter. That could be Clays,
Could be.
Cabrays.
Craze,
5 seconds remaining.
but I don't think it would be.
Trays. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Darkseer is picked up, and the Rubik bottle is picked up
Dire
to
team.
combat the Darkseer.
Yes, lots of Magus-themed sort of heroes on the Radiant side there.
Spelly.
I'm hoping to see a double wall come down. At least once.
That would
Because
be
that's
pretty
just
funny.
always confusing.
I know,
'cause
I'm
you
like,
never
do
know
I
which
walk
one's
through this wall
yours.
or the other wall? Oh god!
So there's just both teams suddenly just have two walls that are very dangerous. Just nobody wants to move through anything.
I know it's been put in like the dev forums before, but they were saying that all of Rubik's spells should have a green tinge, but only for your allies.
Yeah.
So like
yeah, it's true.
because if it was everyone, it would be a massive nerf to Rubik. It's like, oh, should I walk in this macropire or can I? And you can yeah, you'll be able to tell. But I don't know. I think it would be okay for allied view, just like, you know, illusions.
Disruptor!
Ooh, and a disruptor pickup.
Radiant team pick.
So
Very
maybe we'll see some kinetic field
Queen
vacuum.
of pain.
Oh, and the Queen of Pain.
That's gonna be the mid
Bringing
lane.
the pain on the mid lane.
And we'll see who they decide to pick up for their tri lane if they do want to tri lane. Of course.
Dire team
knows?
ban.
Oh, I've just seen my overlay come up. That's beautiful.
It does look very
That is-
sexy.
That is sexy.
Radiant team.
Apparently my microphone is still fluctuating a bit, so for anyone who doesn't like that, I have actually ordered a new microphone, and that's probably going to come tomorrow, so everything will be well.
It's all according to plan.
Oh well. I'm gonna say, ooh,
Ban.
we should probably talk a bit about the bans. It looks like it looks
You
like
should
the
not
Raiden
pull up
is
the-
throwing
you
away
should-
bans.
You
Except
should
for the
not pull up
Magnus.
the chat. You should not pull up the chat during picking.
Oh no, I saw. I was just taking a look. It does screw with the overlay a bit.
They look pretty. It's like, no, it's ruined!
And the Siren is picked up. This is going to be the first time we've cast a Naga game.
That's true. Naga, a very potent hero, but that ulti, when it's used for initiation, I think is a bit of a double-edged sword, as I've discussed before.
Definitely.
It does give your team the enemy team plenty of time to set up. They have the advantage of being able to shift queue their spells, which your team can't do, because they'll activate as soon as they come out of that sleep.
They sure can.
And yeah, it completely removes that element of surprise.
And the PL picked up, so they have the Coddle PL combo.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the Coddle or the PL. I'm surprised after the
PL wasn't banned out, yeah.
PL wasn't banned out, so.
Instead, they choose to ban out the Nakes.
Gonna be lots of illusions running everywhere with Darkseer, the Naga Siren, the PL.
Does Naga's sleep clear out illusions, or does it just sleep them as well?
I believe it just sleeps them as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any effect of destroying anything.
Now, a very evil combo can come out from the Dire here. If Naga Siren uses sleep and Undying pops Tombstone, zombies actually spawn on slept targets, so I believe you get 2 to 3 stacks up on heroes before the sleep ends if he drops it in time. And then if you combo a kinetic field, put a kinetic field down to trap a couple of heroes automatically, vacuum them in, and then put a cooldown in it, that's very painful.
It does take some timing though these days, because the that vacuum did get nerfed a little while ago, so it can't move slept units.
Yep.
Yeah, so not as easy as it used to be.
Very much so. So, on the side of the Radiant, we have ThunderClap on the Windrunner, Boberto on the Keeper of the Light, Praise on the Rubik, Silverly on the Phantom Lancer, and Brutalis on the Queen of Pain.
And over on the Dire, while I'm hoping you've turned off that overlay, we've got Car taking up the Undying, just checking. JboneNZ on the Darkseer, 88 months, playing the Naga Siren. Artigus on the Gyrocopter, and DucaL will be playing the Disruptor.
Very tricked out Disruptor
Nice little,
as well.
Nice little Grill Hound over there for the Dire. Very theme fitting, you know, all the fire and whatnot.
Speaking,
And
oh,
yeah,
we
start
even have
seeing
a
that,
Frost of us HUD.
Polycount mount.
30 seconds to
Look at that.
showtime.
Fancy.
So it looks like we're going to see the solo offlane Windrunner, mid lane Quap, and the tri lane. Who
I'm
could
gonna
have
have to call it
predicted
right
that?
now. I'm gonna have to call it right now that the Dire have this victory in the bag. Look at
Really?
the Radiant Courier. That's just that's just a shame.
Donkey on
That's just embarrassing.
the
It
Starladder
doesn't
Grill
even
Hound.
tell you. Yeah,
And
it
they're
won't even
off.
tell you who dropped it, because that's just embarrassing for them.
How embarrassment.
That's
And the most useless of all spawned regens for the 0-minute mark comes up, and that is regen. So
yes,
unfortunate.
by regen you mean rune there, but okay.
Oh, I said regen.
You said the most useless of all spawned regens, the regen.
Alright.
Yes!
Fail.
Yes, James, good job!
Yeah.
Clap.
You good
Darkseer against this
English.
tri-lane down bottom. We're looking at having 2 tri-lanes running. I think
Certainly.
that both heroes are actually, I mean, Windrunner and Darkseer are both pretty effective against tri-lanes.
They are.
Darkseer, of course, can just sit quite far back, and so can the Windrunner, as long as she can keep her mana up.
You can see this
I
decay
like that
really
because-
doing a lot of damage to the Windrunner though. Down to 370 health when it's on her, and a couple of auto attacks from Disruptor put her down extremely low.
Do you think that a Soul Ring might even be valuable here on the Windrunner? I mean, you'd be able to spam out that power shot.
I think a
You know, give
Basilius
it a health
would be a
regen.
bit better. Just Soul Ring. Soul Ring is alright, but I don't think she benefits from it too much. She really doesn't want to be taking down her health pool when she's got stacks of decay on her.
Screen went black for me for a while there.
First blood, folks.
Oh, in the mid lane. Ooh.
Catacombs.
Will he go down to the tick damage even with the tango?
Ouch.
I don't think he
Oh,
will.
it's gonna be close, but he's not gonna go down.
Nope,
Good thing he ate that tango though.
definitely. And now he bottles up.
And of course, being very rude there, talking in the game.
Not at all. That's what
Radiant's bottom
spectating
tower's
is
seen better days.
for.
MP,
Tell them
J,
instantly what
and then a
happened.
bracket. Get off my lawn!
Gyrocopter using the flat cannon to harass a little bit there, and apparently Queen of Pain has a million milliseconds lag.
I believe that's actually entered the realm of seconds.
Yes, probably.
That's possibly minutes.
Now we have the problem. I should switch over to the last hits, really. We see Naga, Gyro, and Darkseer all leading the way, so this tri-lane at bottom not really getting much much done. We've got a Phantom Lancer on 2 last hits. I would say that is because the Darkseer appears to have disrupted the pull a little bit with Ion Shell managing to surge away, so he won't won't be found.
Pings coming out from the Radiant. Not sure what they're indicating.
No, not at all. And we see the Darkseer has already got that that nice little lane ward down. It looks like he had the pull ward off. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't even place it. He's still got one in his inventory. So a little bit of a wasted
I'm
sentry there.
Yeah, I'm a bit unimpressed with this PL's last hits, especially on a tri-lane where he's got plenty of support to just zone this Darkseer out. He really shouldn't be missing many, if any.
Yeah, definitely. I think he should have gone a Quelling Blade first. He knew it was going to be in that sort of safe lane farming role, and he could have definitely
Yeah.
it definitely what's the word I'm trying to say? Benefited from that Quelling Blade. The lance spam is coming out.
He sold his stout shield though to get his boots.
Gotta say that's a bit odd. Windrunner going getting attacked on the top lane. He's gonna go down to this Thunderstrike and Naga Siren auto attack damage. Kinetic field nicely placed
Now
by
this
by
Undying, he's gonna have to
Disruptor.
wander back through. Queen of Pain could go on him if she's paying attention, but she's not.
I don't think she'll risk going up.
It's only level 2 Undying. I think she could take him pretty easily.
And the stun is gonna
Oh,
come
that
out. She
rocket
has
taking
90
it.
health left.
That missile's taking it very low.
An interesting skill build from the Gyro here. He's actually gone 3 up in Rocket. That probably is to harass the Queen of Pain back. It is very
Yeah,
good
pretty
if he
good
goes
choice,
mid lane.
Pretty good choice against that Queen of Pain just because she's got the blink, so can't easily escape that missile.
No, definitely not. And you can see the flat cannon harass damage just really forcing her back from the lane. When her last hits are definitely
Yeah, she's
suffering
bought her
for
bottle
it.
now, but she's bought a bottle, but she's had to use it up entirely as soon as she got it just to regen up. Oh, and here comes the rocket, and she's gonna just have to
She's
run.
blinked back. Oh, that does a lot of
Had
damage.
to reduce the
Banged
damage.
up.
Had to reduce the damage, but
Yep. Meanwhile, Rubik sitting mid lane, trying to go in a bit, I
Radiant's
think,
mid
but if he
tower
shows
could use a
himself, he's
hand.
just going to get flat cannon down.
yeah, he is only level 2, so that telekinesis isn't gonna last too
Radiant's
long.
mid tower's coming apart.
Yeah, very true.
Black
you
Cannon
see-
doing its work on the tower though.
You see a Radiant ward up at
Radiant's
top
mid-tower
rune
is
that's
coming
about to
apart.
run out, and it looks like the Dire had dewarded the pull rune. 2 sentries were placed up here, you can see the last one just timing out.
Darkseer has just picked up his soul ring, so he'll be able to harass that lane indefinitely.
Definitely will, and with the Illuminates missing, the Phantom Lancer won't be able to spam as effectively. We see he has actually caught up with the farm by quite a bit. Sitting on his Tranquil Boots now, only about 5
Yeah, he
5 to 8 behind.
certainly has.
Trying to use
Darkseer
that
is doing he's doing quite a lot better than the Windrunner, who's in the equivalent position. Just really using that Ion Shell to get his last hits, while Windrunner not as effectively with her power shot.
Yep, definitely. And we do see some rotation. It looks like they might go on this Windrunner. But Naga chooses not to throw out the net, so it'll be a bit of a futile chase attempt. Also, a lane ward placed down by the Dire, so they're going to see her every movement.
Yeah, looks like Rubik's come back mid, maybe looking to try to grab a kill on this Gyrocopter.
I really don't
things coming out, they're going to
get
go
him,
in
though.
on it. He's turned
Gonna
though.
get thrown back. The flat cannon should come out.
Oh, the damage is just too much.
Does.
Oh, and there's the rocket. Rubik should be hitting this. He's not hitting it.
No, he's not. And that hits Queen of Pain for a good half of her health.
Brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, a bit of misplay by Rubik there, not paying attention to his team's needs. And you always have to pay attention to the Queen of Pain's needs. I mean, otherwise you are gonna suffer.
Rianga. Queen of Pain has managed to get
temper.
a few last hits up. The Gyrocopter really owning this mid lane. He's more than double the Queen of Pain CS. Oh, she goes in
she
and gets
takes
a
him down with the
wonderful
ulti.
Scream ulti combo.
And calls him a slut. As I saw that anger, the anger of Queen, I think we can forgive that for the for the heart following it. Very Queen, very appropriate to the character. Very Queen of Pain.
Dire's mid towers having
And the Soul Ring has been picked up by the Naga Siren. It is sometimes seen. He does let her sit in the lane a little bit, and she does throw a net out. A Decay comes out on the Windrunner. The Tombstone is popped
gonna
up.
go the other way.
He's glimpsed back in and stuck by the kinetic
and
field.
That's a dead Windrunner.
That is a very nice combo there.
The Gyrocopter being a little bit precious here.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Definitely. Hopefully we can put an end to this all talking.
Radiant's top tower's taking
Yes,
hits.
counts.
Or not, you know. This tri-lane at top
Radiant's
really
top
doing
tower's
the work.
game.
Bad shape.
2 kills on the Naga as well as 43 last hits, so at the top of the kills and at the
Radiant's
top of the
top
hits,
tower's taking
doing very
hits.
well for herself in this tri-lane. Meanwhile, the Windrunner not sitting on much at all, 2 deaths, and unfortunately not being able to get much from this lane. At level 5.5, it looks like we might see some action on the Darkseer at bottom lane. The Illuminate comes through, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He gets lifted up as he surged out and dropped down, but Rubik is taking a lot of damage from the tower. The Undying's going to come in, drops a Decay, and that's enough to get the kill on the Rubik. An excellent little counter TP there, and the Rubik just overextending a little bit and taking too many tower hits.
Yeah. Queen of Pain not expecting him to go in there.
Big
just a little bit
Illuminate
of
blast.
overextension.
A big Illuminate blast
She
comes
does do a
out.
blink in. She would
Queen
go
of
for
Pain
it.
blinks forward and gets
There he
the
goes.
kill. They're going to go on Undying, but they
another
really
fail
need to
ulti
take down this Tombstone, taking tower hits and the zombies, but the damage
Radiant's
to the
mid
Phantom
tower's
Lance and the
getting
DD
backed
Queen of
up.
Pain manages to take down
The
that
Dire
tower.
best do something about that bottom tower.
So after these exchanges, we can see the XP is actually 250 in the way of
Dire's
the
bottom
Radiant,
tower's getting
and the gold around 3,000 in the way of the Dire, however. Actually, yeah, around 3,000. That's basically due to the Naga's farm. The Windrunner has managed to actually get more levels out of that top lane, and she's now transitioned mid. But the Darkseer, even though he
Yeah,
got
it's
more
pretty
last hits,
dangerous
having
mid
to
lane.
take
Guess
back,
what's happening
having
to
to sit
Dire's
back and
bottom
just Ion
tower.
Shell creeps, he hasn't got as much experience.
He's sitting about a half level behind though, and with considerably more last hits. I think he's definitely in a stronger position.
Oh yeah, definitely. He will catch up with some creeps pushed under his tower after the last few engagements, stopping creep pulling.
Yeah, it looks like Gyrocopter's hooping around behind with the haste rune. He's gonna go on
Is
this Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain blinks back, and ultimates
Push out the
in, but
ulti.
not enough to kill off the Gyrocopter, surviving with about 150 health.
Good twitch though on the on the ulti there. That was quick play, possibly panic play, but still quick play.
And we do see Keeper of the Light
Oh god, he's
dewarding
there,
bottom
we're
lane there. So Keeper of the Light taking some vision out from the Dire just on that top, the higher hill. Seeing some nice
They're just
pulling
gonna work on
coming
these
out.
mud golems. Most hated of all creeps.
Radiant's top towers
Some
in
nice
bad
pulling
shape.
coming out from the Radiant here. They're actually ate the tree
The
here so they could
Radiant one
double
last
pull
top
through
tower.
here. So it doesn't require stacking of that camp if you manage to time it right. As these creeps die out, you can pull the creeps up here and get that secondary camp. And it manages to deny off the
Yeah,
wave.
pretty hard to do that. Pretty
Radiant's
hard
top
to do
towers
because
hurting.
there is no distinct timer like there is with stacking and pulling. You have to just sort of judge when the last creep is about to die.
Radiant's top
Exactly.
towers taking hits.
And we do see a vitality booster picked up on Naga Siren, so it looks like she's just going for a bit of health before going for any damage
Radiant's
items.
top
It'll be
tower's in
interesting to
bad
see if she
shape.
goes directly into the heart or it's just a casual vitality booster
The
that she'll
Dire
then buy
best
a
do
defusal
something
for.
about that bottom tower.
Queen of Pain comes in for this
PL
Naga.
meanwhile, I'll say,
Blink
yeah.
scream, but the song
PL
is
meanwhile.
pulled off.
Yes, song. Run!
And no TP on the Naga means that she can't just song and go
Queen
back.
Of Pain's on her. Queen of Pain's moving back.
The Undying comes back in. Queen of Pain's ultimate still 36-second cooldown. The glimpse
Oh,
comes
she's
out
glimpsed. Oh,
right on
she's
top of the Naga. She
moved a
gets
long
netted
way.
down. The scream comes out onto Naga, and she blinks away. The Thunder Strike
again.
on and Decay, but it looks like she'll be able to just survive. We've got one zombie chasing after.
really
Kill
needs
off
to
the
kill that
zombie,
zombie.
Windrunner. Kill off the
Kill the
zombie.
zombie!
Oh, she blinks away, and the last hit is disjointed
Oh,
from
crap. You needed to have done that. Oh, oh boy.
the stun comes out from the gyro. A very poorly placed
Zombie.
cooldown. The stun is going to hit, and the flat
no.
cannon
Oh.
kills her off. The lift coming a bit
Oh,
too late,
Rubik gonna go on this gyro.
and
Massive balls on the Rubik here.
nothing will come of the lift.
Radiant's gone and fortified their structures. Radiant's
Yeah, those
top
zombies-
towers in
Creeps
bad
are
shape.
pursuing though. They might get him.
We're going to see a DPM from the Queen of Pain. She blinks forward, throws out the ulti, and hits the Undying and the Disruptor with an excellent play.
That was the
Now
sound
the Naga
of
is in a
your
bit of trouble.
death.
We see a Shadow Strike coming out, the net holding her
Of
in
course,
place.
blink through
A
that.
blink scream. She can
but
blink,
can she-
but
can
she
she
still
blink
gets
out of the
tethered.
net?
She can blink, but she's still movement slowed. Unfortunately, not enough
Yeah, I think
damage
she should
coming
have
out
blinked
before
forward
the
to.
TP.
I think she should have blinked through that net to just get a bit closer, maybe get off a couple of auto attacks.
Yeah, I still don't think it would have been enough
quicker.
damage. Just a little bit off. Probably about
Yeah, maybe
still
not.
1 or 2 hits off, seeing as she did pick up that early vitality booster. But an excellent TPM from the Queen of Pain, throwing off the Scream and the Sonic Wave instantly on 2 heroes, managing to kill them off. The Gyrocopter has
Yeah,
picked
excellent
up
amount of
Shadow
burst
Amulet.
damage.
Definitely. Gyrocopter picking up Shadow Amulet, so we will see a Shadow Blade coming for him. He actually has purchased the whole thing and he's got it flying out to him on the courier. So a nice, nicely timed 14-minute Shadow Blade for him.
Trouble brewing
give
at
him a lot of
Yeah,
Radiant's
he's
extra
gonna do
auto
some
attack
serious
damage.
damage with that. Here's of course an excellent counter to that PL.
Yes.
The flat cannon's gonna go to work on those illusions.
Rubik is going to be in a lot of trouble here. He's got the stun chasing him. He's pinging it. He wants some support. Flat cannon comes out a bit too early from the
PL
gyro,
going
but
the wrong way.
but the stun hits, and that will
Somebody's
be
on a roll.
the death of the Rubik. Now with the Shadow Blade, it's going to be even harder for them.
There's
PL
a
coming
courier
in
here. I
from
want to see
behind.
if Windrunner pick it up.
Dire's
Go
middle
in on
tower
it.
won't last
No.
much.
No, it would be too dangerous.
Queen of Pain
The
coming in
blink
behind.
forward. Keeper of the Light throwing down the Illuminate, getting the full charge off in the Gyro and Disruptor. Now the Radiant team will be able to farm up this Tombstone. A bit of extra gold for
They
them.
certainly will.
Meanwhile,
Radiant's
Naga is
top
pushing that
tower's
top
hurting.
lane. She has saved up 2,100 gold, so maybe even going for that Radiant. Nicely using her Riptide there to send an illusion forward. Hits it on the creeps and also the Rubik. So already quite a bit of damage done on this Rubik. I think if she uses Soul
going
Ring, she
for it.
can... It looks like she's
Nope,
going to back
she's
off and just go
changed
for the
him up,
tower.
Yeah, LOD is very low, and she doesn't
One
get the
less
last hit.
top tower.
Unfortunately, not having enough base damage
Dire's
to outlast
mid-tower
hit that
could use a
siege.
little help.
Gyrocopter being very aggressive. We see TPs in from the Undying and the Dark
Guess
Seer,
what's
but
happening to
it'll be just a
Dire's
bit too
bottom
late
tower.
for the aggression to be fully utilized.
They're gonna go on this
The Dire
Nagasire, and
gave up
she's
a bottom tower.
being pretty bold, but with the ulti up, she can afford to be.
Exactly. She can just pop that ultimate and TP out. Which
Yeah,
she will
there
do
it goes.
now.
And she's wasted a lot of the
Radiant's
time
mid-tower
here
could
of the
use a
Dire
hand.
doing that. I mean, the Radiant.
Dire's
Exactly,
bottom
and because of that, they also get a mid tower.
Radiant's mid tower is getting the 1-4.
The Phantom Lane's
Yeah, it's
only
always nice
around.
to see a nice,
Yeah, go on.
always
The
nice to see an
Dire
aggressive
best do something
Nagasire
about that bottom tower.
using that ulti defensively.
Definitely. So
Which,
it's a great split
yeah.
pushing skill because as you can see there, if you just ultimate up and TP out, the enemy team can't do anything until they get a BKB up on a hero with a stun.
Yeah,
And
unless they can
that's-
perma-stun you or silence you, then you're fine.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the only stunners on the team of the Radiant are the Rubik and the Windrunner, neither of which generally go for a BKB, and definitely not early in the
Kinda like
game.
it's a stun.
A mana leak
Kinda has a stun.
if he runs out of
Kinda like
mana.
ends in a stun.
Yeah, if he runs
Yeah,
out of all the
stun
mana.
duration.
I don't
2.2.
think Blinding Light counts. It does move them, but I don't think it breaks the TP channel.
I don't
Though
know.
to be fair,
It's a move. I don't know if
seen
it's
it.
a...
Yeah, it's not a stun. And we do see the Shadow Blade in from Gyro. Oh, the TP gets cancelled off with the Queen of Pain, but she blinks out of the range. Gonna go on the Keeper of the Light, the Blinding Light coming out. The Flat Cannon enough
Queen of Pain
damage to
going down
finish
that
him off.
missile.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty
Nice
sight.
Yeah,
pickups
Queen of
there.
Pain
The
going
Shackle
down
Shot
that
comes out, but
missile.
unfortunately it doesn't
She's gonna
latch.
buy back though.
Phantom
She
Lancer
senses
comes
blood
in,
with those heroes so low.
and the Diffuse is thrown out on the Darkseer. The stun is coming out on this Phantom Lancer. Rubik
He does
steals
have
the
money. He does have
Surge.
enough for Doppelwalk though. Like CMUs to... Nope.
Queen of Pain throws out the ultimate,
Oh.
but unfortunately the Gyrocopter, with that Rocket Barrage and high damage, along with the Ion Shell of the Darkseer, able to kill her off again. So that's a buyback into the thing. Buyback into that death again.
Yeah, big loss by Queen of Pain there.
And the mechanism out from Darkseer. So we see the support items coming out at the right time. Windrunner's still sitting very poor here. Quite away from a mech, and she's actually decided to go 4-star first. And it doesn't look like anyone on the Radiant team is currently building for it. No, Keeper of the Light has a headdress up, so it looks like he's going to be taking the mech duties this game. We do see a bit of
Certainly does.
a little bit of stacking and illuminate coming out from him, so he might be able to farm it up in the next sort of maybe 5 minutes or more if he does that effectively.
Odd that Naga's gone for that Yasha first.
And she has, and then buying up another Blade of Alacrity, so it looks like she's going to go Fight Booster into Yasha, into Diffusal, into Manta, into Heart.
Yeah, it's very sort of odd, all over the place kind of, like it lacks focus of a defined goal.
I personally would have built the Diffusal before going for the Yasha. Yasha does give her quite a bit of armor, movement speed, and attack speed. But I would prefer to see the Diffusal out for the burn on the illusions of hers, and also just the chasing power that it gives to her. Meanwhile, we see 4 heroes
Yeah, a lot of
pushing
mana
bottom.
here.
Windrunner gets off a good shackle on the Gyrocopter, but they're not going to come
breaking
through.
down Radiant structures like
The Undying drops down the Tombstone. Queen of Pain comes back,
6 in a row.
screams through, and gets gets the Shadow Strike off on the Darkseer. The Darkseer uses the mechanism and
Radiant's
heals
bottom
up.
towers seem
Ion
pretty
Shell
weak.
enough to take
PL
down the
goes down
PL.
Ion Shell.
Scream coming out, but the Gyrocopter doing too much damage
Radiant's
with that
bottom
flat cannon
tower
and rocket
ain't a pretty
barrage.
sight right
Taking
now.
quite a bit of damage from
There
the tower.
goes Radiant's bottom
down.
tower.
Meanwhile, the Queen of Pain fighting
I
the Undying,
leave this
stepping a bit too
world
close and
of
getting that
hurt.
extra damage take as well as the flash blood. And that Naga Siren is just 700 gold away from her Diffusal.
Radiant's
Phantom
bottom
Lancer
tower
being a
seen
real
better
non-factor
days.
in these fights as his illusions is just going down instantly to the flat cannon damage.
Trouble brewing at
And
Radiant's bottom tower.
we have had confirmation that
Dire's
Blinding
mid
Light
tower's having technical
is
difficulties.
easy, it's just a move.
Yeah, the
Radiant's
move's
bottom
not
tower ain't a
doing
pretty
it.
sight right now.
Unlike
Much like CK's Reality Rift also.
correct.
Radiant's bottom tower's done for.
A lot of people they think it might just because of the way that Batrider's task works, but that is a stun as well. Even though it is a very short stun, it does apply that stun and cancels off the TP.
It's a mini stun.
And we're going to see Undying picking up the Hood of Defiance. He just needs to fly the courier out to that secret shop. Which means they'll only be about 1,600 away from that pipe. So having a mech and a pipe up is going to make it very easy to push in. The damage from the Queen of Pain is going to be almost nullified at that point. Well, not quite nullified, but greatly reduced.
Yeah, you never really nullify the damage from a Queen of Pain.
No, definitely not.
You have maybe a Rubik with a pipe and an anti-mage. Then maybe yeah, it's a bit nullified, but...
Gyrocopter has picked up an Aghanim Scepter. So using that to farm creeps on the other side of the map. Of course it does have a very low cooldown. Can mean he can push in a bit. Very aggressive on this Darkseer here, but he's absolutely just manned up, uses the mech charge. Windrunner gets glimpsed back into the wall and she goes down. The Queen of Pain meanwhile with a lot of zombies chasing her, and the auto attack damage of the Windrunner illusion is enough to kill her off, and unfortunately missing the ultimate of the Darkseer. Meanwhile, the Gyrocopter and the Undying diving very far into base. Looks like the Gyrocopter's
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
For some reason, the PL's staying quite far forward. That hit him, but Dire are up 10k in experience and 14k in gold. If we take a look at the net worth, the PL is being absolutely eclipsed by the farm of this Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter having almost double the net worth. With the items coming up from the Dire, looks like they're just going to be able to roll into this base.
Yeah, Naga has quite a few more last hits, but Gyro making up for that with his
Song coming
massive
in.
Kill potential.
Tombstone's been dropped. We do see the kinetic field and ultimate, but he hasn't cancelled it off just yet.
Somebody's cooking.
I think Naga should have cancelled it just a second sooner. We do see the global cooldown coming out, killing off the Keeper of the Light.
Mid tower could use a hand.
After that,
He was
Naga netted
standing right
him
there, so
Tower's getting the
global
business.
cooldown really
global.
irrelevant.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Black Cannon doing a lot of damage to
Here's
the
what's
Windrunner,
happening.
even though he's so
Bottom
close.
tower.
The Phantom Lance comes out. He does use Shadow Blades. I think Gyrocopter should just turn around and attack here. Gyro is taking a lot of damage here. 2 more auto attacks and he's going to go down. And there we have it. Phantom Lance gets quite a lot of gold from that. Sitting at about 1.5k gold here. I think he really needs to pick up a Vitality booster as quickly as he can, just to give
that's
those
the
illusions
that's
a bit more
the
health.
weakness of that Aghanim Scepter build is that it only increases your ulti. It gives you some stats as well, of course, but isn't a really good damage item or a tank item by itself.
I definitely prefer seeing something like a crit or an MK beast up and be built by Gyros. Yeah, as you've been stating, the Aghanim Scepter doesn't really feel like a good item to me on Gyro.
I mean, it was, of course, made famous by Juicy in an earlier game, where he used it for a single. He used it for a single cooldown at the end of the game to kill off a bounty hunter at long range. So
a very, very funny kill
it
it
can
was
have
as well.
uses, but,
Here we were commentating on how useless it was, and then he gets a kill with it right at the end.
You know the drill.
We see a blink dagger coming out on the Gyrocopter. So that's going to be some interesting initiation power there. He's going to be able to blink forward and flat cannon down, and we do see a cooldown coming out on the opposite side of the map, hitting on the Phantom Lancer, doing quite a bit of damage. And also,
Gank PL. A lot of chat spam this game. Not common for a Dota game. We try to discourage any kind of anything that might be misconstrued.
yeah. Apart from good game, well
friendly
played,
environment.
I think we're going to have to be a bit stricter on the all chat. Well, the net has
no way
been
we can
thrown out
enforce
on the
the rules.
Windrunner, but able to force stuff herself up onto the hill. we're not going to see any aggression come out from the fire here.
Yes, we are.
I meant on heroes.
Have fun trying
The
to
tower
bust
is
down
taking a lot of
Radiant
damage, and
structures
the Radiant very wary of going in here. The Phantom Lancer will be recalled. We'll see an Illuminate come out, but it will hit on nothing as the creeps go down to the Scream and Fade Bolt. Looks like the Radiant are going to change tact and go for this middle. Gyro again using that cooldown just to add a bit of pressure to another lane. So fitting in with their the split push style, I must say. So not a bad pickup in this game. Everything, of course, being situational in the game of Dota.
This is the point of the game where it gets a little bit frustrating to be a coddle, because as much as you attempt to farm using the Illuminate, everyone else is just going to run in and use their much quicker spells. And,
Oh, we see the Tombstone
before you
drop down
can do
already,
anything.
and the zombies are going to spawn up while it slept. We see the ulti and the kinetic field come out. This is the combo I was talking about. Queen of Pain absolutely melts, and look at the zombies chasing down the Keeper of the Light. Nice little shackle shot, power shot coming out.
Queen of Pain has bought back, she's going back in. There's
Big
the ulti.
Scream hitting on a few.
Where's
Oh,
the
an
Scream?
excellent shackle there, putting together Naga and
Radiant's
Disruptor.
top rags is
And
running.
the
Gets
Phantom
sent back
Lancer
after
manages to go on the
saving
Darkseer.
her.
One more Lance and he should go down here. Unfortunately not being able to get that one last hit. Undying with a lot of decay stacks, but the diffuse is put out and one Lance is going to be enough to take him down. Gyrocopter blinks in and
Radiant's
eats
top
a
rags
blinding
ain't
light.
gonna last
It's
long.
going to run out. Blink Scream forward and Gyro has gone into Shadowblade, running up on into the top lane. And we do see
I don't know if you
Darkseer.
saw earlier, but Disruptor actually sent back the Queen of Pain after she blinked in, which actually saved her from the dire side.
Excellent play then.
Terrible
Excellent
play.
play. That's what we expected for. We see the Illuminate just for a bit of
Again,
counter
oh.
push. Queen
She
of
just
Pain
needs to
blinking
blind.
forward.
Oh, and she
Oh,
does
and
it!
she gets it!
Nice.
The,
The blind scream!
Murder.
and the Queen of Pain is also going to pick up this Disruptor. The mech coming out a millisecond too late. They're going to go onto the Darkseer, but I think they should really stop their aggression now. The Gyrocopter does come in. The
He
flak cannon
pops up the,
popped off.
Pops off the shivers just in case.
He's still being very
Oh, he's
aggressive
on
here. Does
Something
go
on
on
this
the Rubik,
Rubik.
blinks forward, but
Clap
doesn't
not responding quite
activate the
quickly
rocket
enough.
barrage. Throws down the
Doesn't shackle,
stun.
but
Looks like he's gonna just go onto the. No, he's trying to decide between these targets too much, and he's gonna miss both of them because of it. Oh, he blinks forward.
not.
He's his rocket barrage. Rubik's gonna go down here. That blink dagger. That blink
they'll
dagger.
miss nothing.
Going for broke. Dire might want to mind.
Meanwhile,
No, I think Queen of Pain should have come back to try to hunt down that Gyrocopter rather than diving into the rest of the Dire team here.
definitely.
Dire's top tower's getting beat
If we
down.
take a quick look at experience, the Radiant had managed to pull it back up with the last team fight, but had around 7k experience in the lead and 20k gold in the lead, which is really the telling factor of this game. The Naga does have a Diffusal and Manta up, so it looks like she'll either buy a Diffusal 2 now or go for Fart. Mid-Rack's
Radiant's
going
mid-range
down.
is out of the
Looks like
picture.
top racks might go
The
down
fur's
as well.
flying at Radiant's top rags. Radiant's top rags ain't gonna last long.
And we will not have Artigus at Meepro in any more of our
5 in a
games.
row.
Yes, looks like Artigus has earned himself the banhammer.
Yeah. And we see the sleep coming out. The tombstone already dropped, so we're not going to see that kind of interaction. But putting them in
4 in a row.
the frame to be able to take down
So long to the
the
Radiant's
what am I
top
trying to
rag.
say? Take down the Phantom Lancer. Queen of Pain will also go down
How
here,
do you
which will
mean
be
we
an
won't-
easy top
How do you
rack.
mean we won't see the interaction? How do you mean?
I mean,
The
oh, I
fur's
mean, like
flying
he'd
at
already
said we
dropped
won't
it down
see
and
the
it had
interaction.
expired, so when Naga had used sleep, we wouldn't
No,
see
it
any
expired
zombies
just then.
backing.
It literally just
Radiant's
expired just
top
then.
rags is
Yeah, but
gone
it wasn't in
now.
range of
Should've
the
just-
slip
yeah.
units which were here.
pretty sure it was.
Someone's
I mean, it
having
says a really big
technical
range.
difficulties.
Yeah,
At this
nothing
level,
was
I mean,
spawning
what's
on it.
his
That's why I
range?
just
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
anything.
Yeah, I thought they were. 1,000 radius. I don't know. I thought they were, but yeah.
Oh, well, and it looks like good games
They
come
still
out.
had like 4 stacks up on them.
Radiant's tower's getting banged up.
Good game
Looks
does
like
come
we
out,
lost one.
and we're gonna see
Radiant's
a
mid
win for
tower
the guy
could use a
here.
hand.
Phantom Lance has stayed in the game, but the tower's gonna go down in just a moment. Argus Siren playing it very well. The Phantom Lance
Radiant's mid tower's
And
getting
Phantom
banged
Lance
up.
has Deacon.
and Rubik
Rubik
reconnects
comes
to the
back.
game.
No easy wins here.
Definitely not. Yeah. Gyrocopter throws down a cooldown
He
in
wants
base.
to lift him back in. That's what he wants.
Does.
Now,
Looks like he
now
might
Rubik.
get
Oh, Rubik, you had him.
it. Sends the
Look at
Phantom
Left
Lance out, and the Phantom Lance is going to take down this Gyrocopter.
Radiant's
No,
mid tower.
no micro from the
No, he's
Rubik, who's
not.
not
Yeah,
there
no,
anymore. And Gyrocopter's going to go down to the auto attack damage if he's not
The
careful.
auto attack from the absent
ain't looking
PL.
bright.
Yeah, from the completely AFK player.
No, I have KPL. We believe.
The dire was in this time.
The throne will be destroyed.
Oh.
So a very good game
GG
coming out from the
to
Dire there. The defensive tri-lane doing a lot of work for them, ensuring a lot of early farm for Naga and getting the early kills on the Windrunner. So nicely
And that'll
played
be our
there.
last game from Artigus.
Yep, definitely. So thanks very much for tuning in. That's going to be it for us for tonight. I do have work, and if I cast another one, it will be far too late. So thank you all for tuning in. You can see the links up now. The VODs will be uploaded to youtube.com/SpecDota, and of course the stream is twitch.tv/SpecDota. So thank you very much for
GG.
tuning in.